Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is Saturday, the 13th of not January, July, 2013. And let's just talk a little bit about weather and the jet stream. Now, I never really paid attention to the weather and where the jet stream was. I never really knew that it was where it came through, North America until yesterday, basically. I mean, I never really paid attention to it. So, anyways, but I do pay attention to the weather all the time. I just never paid attention to where the jet stream came through. Okay, so anyways, a couple months ago, or about 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago, I put out that video showing the harp rings that were all the way across the border here of Canada and United States, right all the way across North America, lit up bright green. And you can see that video on my channel. And it had these are the centers of each harp ring that was here, all at one time across the whole continent, right? And they were lit up super solid green. Each one was solid green, filled in completely, solid green. And I don't hardly ever see rings on Google Earth. I mean, there was actually one here yesterday, yesterday or the day before. There was one here showing itself just the outer ring, not filled in, and and one of these was right in the center. These are the centers of all those rings. I marked them all as when I saw them that day. These are all centers of each ring, right? Pretty close to the center. I mean, I had to do it quick before they disappeared. So anyways, from the tip of Newfoundland all the way over here to the coast over here, I've had these marked since that day. And ever since then, I mean, I check them all the time, and you can turn a radar on now and you can see that quite a bit of them are lit up. But sometimes they're all lit with green. Every one of them will have green underneath them, or solid area of green. And it follows, today it's not showing itself so well, but it will show itself better in the future, I'm sure, as it has in the past. And I've maybe made a couple videos showing it already. But it has this pattern. You see this pattern, and this is the jet stream. This is where the jet stream comes through. I didn't know it till, I don't know, day before yesterday when I watched a video about harp, and it's a pretty new video. It's just came out. I don't remember what it was called, but I saw what made me click on it was this picture that it had on the when you're looking at the video, the screen, the one that shows the picture. Okay, anyways, it had this red streak across this area, and I said, "Damn, that sure looks like the pattern of the thumbtacks that I have here." And you can turn radar off. You can see it kind of comes up, comes back down, and then swings way up over here. Okay, well, that's the same thing the jet stream does, and I snagged that picture off that video, and I'll show it to you now. There it is. Check it out. See how it comes up like this? And look at this. It does the same thing down here. They're warming the jet stream with these radars, is what I believe. That's what I think. All the way up. See, before I seen these harp rings that day, the only time I'd ever seen them before was I seen them twice in Newfoundland, right up here. I've seen them twice there, and they weren't solid. They were just they were green. They were, pretty close to solid, but they were not solid like these ones were. And I've seen them twice there, and I think once in Alaska. One time in Alaska, up here. I've seen them up here. Not by harp. It wasn't centered at harp. It was centered at an airport down here somewhere. But anyways, right after that, So anyways, you can see that it resembles that jet stream. I guess that is the jet stream, right? That picture. Because I've watched a couple news reports, and they pointed that out too. That they show this right here, and that's the jet stream, I guess. So it looks to me like they're warming that jet stream all the time with these NEXRAD whatever radar systems that they have stretched out all the way across the border here, in the same pattern as the jet stream. As you can see, either that or they're shaping the jet stream. They're doing something. I think they're warming it up and changing the weather. Basically, they're warming this strip up. Like I said, most of the time you will see green under each one of those thumbtacks. I mean, right now you can see this area is pretty well lit, and look at that. Right underneath there's green. Right underneath this one, that little bit under that one. There's green under each one. And, oh, there you go. There you go. Look, boom, right there. Showing that one again today. Look at that. Wow. And there's another one, edge of one here you can see. So there's probably a center right there too that I didn't mark. I probably should do it now. Might as well. Pretty sure that'd be about right. Right about there. I know that's one. That's got to be one. So there's that one. I'm going to change the title to anything but what it is. Okay, so there's a center, a new one. There you go. See what I mean? There's another one right there today. So that, I think my belief is that they're warming this whole jet stream. What I mean, that's got to be. This is such cold air that would be coming down here. I don't know what they're trying to, how they could do that. They'd just warm the cold air or something and create weather down here. I don't have no idea what they're doing. But it's got to be causing something. There's got to be some kind of effect from it, I would imagine. And let's see. That's it on the weather, I guess. You'll see. I'll show some better patterns of that jet stream some other time when it shows itself better. But you can see you understand what I'm saying, I'm sure. I mean, if it might be creating like the weather that we've had, those those derechos or whatever they're called that have been happening in this area here. That's probably from these things warming the jet stream. I mean, they're constantly, these are on right now. Whatever's there, I've looked under there and I haven't been able to see much. But you turn the clouds on. Let's see, the clouds give us a little better idea of what's really going on, I guess, when they show them. Okay. And you've got no clouds in this area, just green. No clouds, just green. You got clouds in this area, but there's none right down here, just green. So, you got to wonder. All across the jet. And I've never seen any harp rings, well, actually I've seen them, if you want to call them harp rings, over here in Europe. Just about a week ago I made a video about it. And I marked the centers of those, but you don't see any today. But then there was airports under each one, but there's so many airports in Europe, I mean, up here in this area, that it's hard to, I mean, they're definitely were from radar, ground-based radar or whatever. But there you go, that's my video for the day. I had some really cool weather overlays last night of the moon, but it didn't turn out too great, so I didn't put them up. But I can show you. I can show you some of that stuff too. You want to see some of that? All right. I think I got that stuff set up. All right. So here we go. Africa. Show you a good one in Africa if I can find it here. Down. Perfect Africa. Okay, check it out. This is a good one. Look at that. Right there. Okay, Africa. Check out the shape. Look at Europe and just check it out. Look at this. Look at this line that comes across. Watch. See the line? I'm pretty sure that goes there. And then you turn the borders on. Or let's check the weather first. Been a little bit of weather here lately. Been lining up pretty good. Okay, so let's check this crater here. Okay, so there's the weather. Now watch the borders. Borders. Look at the borders. You see that right there. You see that how it all changes right in the right place. That's an impact by that crater right there. Then I want to bring in North America, like I've showed before. I've showed you North America here many times. Okay, so let's bring that up there. North America. Right here. Showed you this one up here in Europe and Africa before. Okay, so here's how this crater fits this impact here. Look at up this right in the center of North America. Boom. Right there. This crater falls right at the Great Lakes right here. You see that? It's a pretty good fit there, I think. You see the western United States pretty much in the crater there. See that? Okay, and then what you see when you got here's another one. When I've showed you the East Coast one many times. Let me bring the Africa one, get that one out of the way. I showed you that one many times. The East Coast one over here in North America, right up here. I showed you this one before many times. In case I haven't, I'll show it to you right now. I'm gonna come back down here. Okay, that's this one. I showed this before, and look at the weather with it. Weather always fits real good over here. Okay, so anyways, you see how this shape of this like bird-looking shape right here? Okay, how I got that lined up on the right here you see the same shape on the East Coast of the United States or North America. Okay, see that? So if I take that and come over here where I put North America here, watch. You see North America over here, and you can see that it was here because, or at least these two continents were at least created in the same place, at least, very minimum, because you see North America fit. See how the Sahara right here, this whole area right here, this is the Rocky Mountains is right. That's the whole area of the Rocky Mountains you see right there, and all of the western United States right there. See that? That goes right there, believe it or not. So knowing that goes there, and then looking over here, when you look here and you got the East Coast of North America, and you have this over here in Asia, you can see big circle, and that circle size is the same size circle you see everywhere. Right here in the Marianas Trench, that circle there, all the circles are about that size. So now if I bring that crater that I just showed you over there on the East Coast, if I bring that right here and put it right here and line it up the same way, which I got to come back down here, or what? Yeah, right here. Okay, like this. See, there's that bird shape right there, and it's right there at about the same place I have it over on the other. I just showed you. Just take a look at that. Look at how it fits with Asia after I do that. I just lined it up to the same way I have it over there, and look at this, people. I mean, come on. The moon has hit the Earth. I don't, I can't. There's no way this stuff just falls together this way, because I can see someone making a picture to fit the Earth and fucking around with me, with people like that, and just to make a picture that fits the Earth. But to make it fit and have the puzzle come together all the time like this, you see, I just lined it up to the East Coast of the United States right here, which I know goes here because I've lined it up with everything here before, and you can see Florida over here and Saudi Arabia and stuff. But anyways, right there, see that? Boom. Look at the print. Look at this. Definitely goes there. Definitely hits those two areas at the same time. So they were to get the moon hit right there. Let me just put it that way. The moon hit right there. The moon hit the Earth right there. The moon's bigger than they say. This crater on the Earth is shown to be about 3,500 miles. Right? Okay, that's, if I go all the way from the outside, it's 3,500 miles, something like that. But anyways, it's 2,800. All the circles on the Earth are 2,800 miles actually. So there's 28. This is showing itself at its exact perfect size. This crater on the moon has to be 2,800 miles across from this point to this point. So that crater alone is bigger than what they say the moon is. I know it's crazy. I know it is. It is crazy. It's crazy that we believe everything they tell us about anything. I don't believe shit they say actually. So but there you go. You can see I can measure it without the moon picture there or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Take the moon picture away and measure just like this from here to here. Right here to there. 2,800 miles, 24, whatever, I can't even see it. 2,400 miles to there, but it actually goes over to here, to there. Okay, and then you can measure this circle here, and it's 2,800 miles, from here to here. 27, 28, right there. You see, same thing here. If I go from here to here, same thing, 2,800 miles. Same thing. You see that all over the place. The circles are all the same size. Circle, boom, right here. This is like a circle too. This whole area here is another impact. Roughly the same size. So, think what you want, but you better start paying attention, because this is going to happen again. I mean, you can just, ignore it, and I'm sure you'd be just as safe as if you knew about it. It doesn't really make any difference. I mean, nobody's going to be safe. The only people that are going to be safe are the rich people that have the space shuttles ready and waiting to get the hell out of here. But I don't even know if they'd be safe either. Maybe they got something going on already. I'm sure they probably do. There's something out there somewhere that they can get. They know it's safe or something. So anyway, that's my video for the day. Got a little bit more to say about this this tyrannical government we got going on here, and the little way he snuck in that little executive order to take over communications. Now he can shut down the all communications with the flick of a switch. Everything. You can't use your cell phone. You can't contact anybody at all. Nobody. No internet. No phones. All communications down all at one time. Nothing. I mean, all of the internet companies have sold out to the government. I mean, basically either put under pressure, or most of them are probably started by the government, like Google and AT&T. We know they sold out a long time ago to the government. So basically, if they can shut it once they shut down communication. If they ever do that, we are completely screwed. He's got all the food, executive order where he controls it all. And if you think that's a good thing, that's just it's just like the Nazis. Just like the Nazis did to the Jews, pretty much. They took over took all their money from them, took everything they had that was worth anything. They took all that first, and then they just stuck them on a train, took them to the gas chambers, or shot them, whatever. They killed them, piled the bodies high, burned them, buried them, whatever. Millions of people, okay, actual human beings, people. And this is only like 70 years ago, so it's getting pretty close to happening again. I mean, people don't ever learn. So that's why it's bound to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's pretty much happening now. They're just slow killing us all, basically, with all this radiation crap that's coming from Fukushima and the shit the weather they're changing. They're chasing you out, flooding you out of your homes, and raising prices on food and stuff, milk and everything like that, so high that you can't afford to buy food, basically. And the food that they do sell you has no nutrition in it hardly at all anymore. It's a corporate world, basically. Corporate, global, whatever. And it sucks. What I see coming and what I feel in my gut is going to happen is it's not a good thing. I mean, you young people that haven't studied history, that don't know about the Holocaust or anything like that, I'd highly recommend you take a look into it and read something about it or something. Because I know a lot of young people don't know shit about anything anymore, because they don't teach you shit in school. I mean, nothing. People graduate and you can ask them a question, they don't even know an answer to a simple question about history, important history of this world. And I mean, they just don't know. They just are so limited to the knowledge that they know. They're basically taught, how to use their smartphone and how to text, and that's basically that's about it. I don't think they know any history. I don't think they teach history anymore. Just 9/11 history, which is all bullshit too. So anyways, that's my little rant about that. So that's it. I'm going to cut it off there. There you go. Have a good day.